Good morning, ladies. Let's get started today in a comfortable seated position. So either propping yourself up with a little pillow or a bolster, or just coming to sit flat on your mat. Bring your hands to rest on your knees. Sit up nice and tall. Bring your chin into your chest. Let your shoulders relax back and down. Allow your eyes to softly close. And start to pay attention to your breath. So we're not after anything deep or forced today. Just a nice slow, steady rhythm for you. Keeping it feeling quite natural. And so letting the air come easily in through both nostrils, filling up your lungs, expanding belly and chest, and then slowly emptying, releasing any old or trapped air. Keeping your flow continuous and smooth. And by having your eyes closed, that will naturally draw our attention inwards, so we can really see how we're feeling today. Always practicing in a way that feels beneficial for you and your body. No pushing, no forcing, no straining. And just taking all of our movements today with a new sense of awareness. So the slower and more mindful that we can move, the more easily and readily will be available to adapt to our changing body. And so take a nice deep breath in through your nose, and then slowly sigh it out through your mouth. Twice more like this. Deep breath in and out. And last one, deep full breath in. Sighing it out. Good. Now you can keep your eyes closed from here and just return to that nice natural rhythm of breath. And we're just going to make some circles with our hips and spine. So just going nice and slowly in one direction to start with. Making the movements as exaggerated or as tiny as you feel your body needs. You can add in the shoulders, the wrists, the head and neck. Just exploring some movement in your body to release anywhere that might be a little stiff, a little tight. And then going nice and slowly in the opposite direction. So just easy does it. Moving the spine in every which way. Making your twist very gentle. And just seeing where you can create a little bit more space. Keeping your breath flowing smoothly and evenly all the while you're making these circles. And then coming back up into a neutral position. And so from here, bring the soles of your feet together into the butterfly, either as close together or as far away from you as you like. We're just going to make the cat-cow movement with the little butterfly legs. So pressing the soles of your feet together. On your inhale breath, you're going to lean your chest forward and stick your bum out behind you. Gently draw your shoulder blades together, so we're lengthening through the sides of our waist and creating sort of a relief or release in the lower back here. And then on your exhale, you'll round through your spine, just like you would in the cat position, very gently drawing the belly button in and bringing your chin to your chest. So keep the movement fluid but slow. Inhale is when you'll come forward, lifting up through the chest and dropping the shoulders. And then exhaling, rounding through your spine, gently coming all the way back and arching through your upper back. So close your eyes Control your movements with your breath, and just easy does it as you find a rhythm, a pace and a depth that feels right for you this morning. We're just taking one more round. Good, and then all meeting back up in a nice neutral position. So just give your knees a little bit of a pulse here. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder, and see if you can draw the left shoulder down a little further, just to create that nice lengthening and releasing feeling down the side of the neck and into the front of your chest. Come back to center, and then all the way over to the other side. The pulses are just tiny. Back to center, slowing your little pulses down. Come to find a nice comfortable position here, bringing the soles of the feet together and the hands out nice and wide. So this will help to open through the front of the chest. Bring the hands in line with your hips and then gently draw your shoulders back. Good. Start to lift up through your chest and press your bum down. So you can be onto your fingertips, you can be onto your palms, creating that release in the lower back as you lift up through your chest. And if it feels nice for you, take the gaze up towards the ceiling as you gently press your knees down. So just bear in mind that the skin is already pretty stretched at the moment, so you're only going as far as you need to go. So just nice and controlled, nice and slowly, and keeping the breath moving freely. Take a deep breath in, and a nice slow breath out as you return to center. Good, keeping the hands out nice and wide. Your right hand, inhale it all the way up. And then on the exhale, we'll take a bend over to the left. So just bending into the left elbow, anchoring down through your right hip, and then opening up through the right shoulder. Inhale breath will bring you back up. And exhale breath, lower you down. To the other side, inhale the left hand all the way up. And then exhale nice and slowly. Over you go towards the right, anchoring the left hip, and then opening up through the left shoulder. Inhale, breath back up, and exhale, slowly lower down. Good, use your hands as support, and we'll come into our little Indo squat. So soles of the feet on the ground, lifting up a little bit through your inner arches and patting down through your big toe. So you can either use your hands out to the side for support, or you can bring your hands into the center of the chest. And then just relax through your glute muscles, relax through the hips, but draw your pelvic floor up and in. And then lift your chest, tuck your chin, keep your eyes open if you need help with balance, just a steady gaze out in front. Take a deep breath in, and a slow breath out. One more like that, deep breath in, slow breath out. Great. Then we're coming forward onto our hands and knees. Bringing your wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips or a little wider, and then just shake your bum sort of side to side. So the outside of the hips might be feeling a little tight and a little stiff at the moment. So sort of just giving your bum a wiggle side to side might help to alleviate this. I'd press down through your fingers. With the added extra weight in the body now, be mindful that you're not compressing into your wrists. And back to center. And so the circles that we made while we were sitting, we'll make them now on our hands and knees. So going in one direction first, making them again as exaggerated or as tiny as you like, coming as forward as you need, and going as back as far as child's pose if that's beneficial for you. So just make room for your growing baby in your belly. Go slowly. Keep your eyes closed as often as possible, and this will help you to really connect with what's going on inside, and so that we can adapt more easily. moving in the opposite direction, just as slowly, but maybe even with more awareness. So the slower you go, the more you're going to feel, the better that we can adjust to support ourselves and our baby. Right, and all the way back to center. And so from here, either with toes tucked or untucked, whichever feels more beneficial for you, just sit yourself all the way back onto your heels and bring your hands interlaced behind you. Good, so like we said, with the added extra weight we have at the front of our bodies now, the shoulders might be starting to pull forward, creating a lot of tension in the lower back, so on the upper back. Bring your hands together and then open your chest just enough. Feel your hands press down and back towards the ground, and if it feels right for you, lift the chest up a little higher and gaze up. So just gentle. You want to feel a nice space being created in the sides of the body, not a pulling or a tearing sort of stretching, but just a nice opening and lifting. Slow breaths in, slow breaths out. Good to come back up out of this pose. Inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, just walk your hands forward again. Good, so for the more traditional cat-cow now. On the inhale, you'll stick your bum up. You'll lift your chest as high as it needs to be for you. And then on the exhale, round through your spine, chin to chest, belly button just gently hugging in. Use your own breath, your own pace. Just go super slowly. Not overdoing it. Keeping a nice even rhythm. We're taking one more. And back to center. Take your hands just a little more forward, maybe the knees a little wider, and we'll just do a balancing pose here. So bring your right leg out behind, give your ankle a little bit of a swirl, a little bit of a wriggle, and then end with toes pointed or flexed, whichever feels best for you. Steady gaze out in front and just a gentle activation of your core muscles. If you feel ready, up onto the left fingertips. If you feel ready, reach the left hand out in front. And then see where you can find just a little bit more length and a little tiny bit more height. Take a full breath in. And then exhale to release down. To the other side. Come up, left leg. Give the foot a little bit of a wriggle, a little bit of a swirl. And then find what feels best for you. Toes pointed or toes flexed. Come up onto the right fingertips. Gazes out in front. If you feel ready, right hand lifts, and then when you inhale, see if you can create a little bit more length, a little bit more height. Deep breath in, and exhale to release. And take your knees nice and wide, bring your big toes together, and then just sit your bum all the way back into a child's pose. So make room for your belly, ease yourself into it nice and slowly, support yourself where you need. Let your shoulders sink down. Your breath even out. And just take a few moments here just to absorb how that movement feels in your body. Just to check in. And take one more slow breath in. Slow breath out. Bringing yourself back up onto your hands and knees. Cross your feet over, and we'll come to sit all the way back into our bums. I'm just going to change sides so I'm not in the sun. Good. So with your legs stretched out in front, just give your toes a little point, a little flex, point, and flex. Make some circles with your ankles. Good, feeling that release. Then we'll come into a diamond shape. So bring the soles of the feet together. Move any extra butt meat behind you and sort of allow yourself to tilt forward. Good, so being in the diamond position, there'll be lots of room now for our bellies. Holding on anywhere that feels best for you. We're just going to let ourselves sort of forward fold slowly. So take your time. Allow yourself to wriggle into your hips. You might find that you're a little bit more flexible than normal. So rather than just rushing in and dumping yourself into the pose, go super slowly. Be very curious. So we don't want to overstretch. We want to balance our flexibility with strength. So the slower you go, the more in tune you'll be, the more aware we can be of our bodies. So just take it bit by bit. Find a position that feels right for you. And just let yourself soften into that. Breath flowing naturally and evenly. And nice and slowly releasing out of that. Bringing your hands behind you just for a little gentle twist or windscreen wiper legs. So take your soles of your feet onto the ground, quite wide apart, maybe the distance of the mat, and then just let both knees fall over to the right, and then you decide how far you twist towards the left. So keeping everything nice and open, feeling it sort of in the left hip, left glute area, and you want to twist from sort of like above your belly button chest area, not deep into the core. So we still want the belly to be nice and supported, nice and spacious. And we're just sort of getting that relief in the lower and upper back by taking it nice and gently and nice and slowly. We'd come back to center and then over to the other side. So both knees to the left. Use your hands as a gentle support. Go nice and steady. Nice and slowly. Good, and then back to center. So setting ourselves up for Shavasana now. Either taking some bolsters or some cushions behind you if it still feels comfortable to lay on your back. However, we do want to be propped up to about 20 degrees so that we can keep the blood flowing and so that our baby's not putting too much pressure on our backs. So if you are laying on your back, make sure that you're nice and supported. Otherwise, laying on your left side and using as many bolsters, as many pillows, as many cushions as feels right for you. So settle yourself down. Your legs can be in any position that feels right for you. So maybe the butterfly position, maybe simply stretched all the way out in front. If you feel any tension in your lower back, just bending your knees and letting them fall in towards each other to touch. So whichever feels most appropriate for you in this moment. Bring your hands either to your belly or out to your sides. Allow your eyes to close. Feel your body soften in. Feel your breath even out even more. And just let yourself completely embrace this time. That is 100% for you. Gently drawing yourself back to this present moment. And become more aware of your breath. More aware of the depth and the pace of it. And if you'd like a little longer in Shavasana, just pause the video here. If you're ready, start to give your toes, fingers a little wriggle. If it feels nice for your body, take a nice big stretch, whether you're on your back or on your sides. Not pushing, just reaching. Good. If you're on your back, rolling over onto your left side as slowly, as carefully as possible. We'll meet the people that are there. And use your hands gently pressing yourself up. Coming to sit in any comfortable seated position. Bring the hands into the center of your chest and just start to rub the palms together, creating a little bit of heat. And then bringing the warm hands onto your belly, feeling that warmth and that love seeping in, connecting to your baby. Bringing the hands back to your chest, making them nice and warm again by rubbing them together. Bringing both of your hands to your heart, letting that warmth and love here sink in. Thanking yourself for honoring your body today by choosing to move it gently, slowly and nourishingly. Bring your hands back together again one more time, making them nice and warm. Bring the palms of your hands to cover your eyes, and then just blink into this warmth and this darkness. Feeling your eyes become restored. Before you remove your hands, close your eyes, hands back to the center of the chest. Thank you so much for coming to practice today. Make sure that you continue to take time out for yourself. Rest when you need to. Your needs are a priority at the moment. Namaste. Thanks, ladies. Thank you for practicing with me, and I look forward to seeing you again next time.